Hello. Now that you have undergone a successful open heart surgery, I'm sure you have a lot of questions about the follow-up and what to do at home, what not to do, how should you take care of yourself, and what are the precautions you should take, what activities you can do. I thought I will share all these in a video so that it's easy for you to understand and therefore also follow them very easily. At the beginning, I would like to say that it's not going to cover all your questions. I'll try to cover most of commonly questions that have been asked to me. However, if one or two things are missed out, we can always discuss it at a personal level when you see me in the office. All right? Now, the most common question that I get asked about is about activity. What can I do? What can I not do? Should I do this? Should I do that? So let me cover this in brief. First, let me tell you what you should not do, especially if you have had a surgery that has been done through the front of the chest, what we call in medical terms as a median sternotomy. There are some things you should not do. First and foremost is don't lift any weight of more than 5 kgs for the first 6 months. You have to understand that this is a fracture. This bone has been cut. It's like any other fracture, and it takes about 6 weeks to heal. And once the healing of the fracture has happened, it is safe to do anything. So it's not that you will never be able to lift weights or do exercises, but till it heals, say for about 6 weeks, you should be careful so that the bone healing is complete. So don't lift weights over 5 kgs. The second thing you should not do is bend forwards, because as you bend forward, there is a stress on the bone that has been cut and they can get misaligned. Therefore, it is very important that you don't bend forward, especially if you are a follower of Islam, where you go to the masjid and do what they call a sajda. That should be avoided for the first 6 weeks, so that I'm sure you can do namaz sitting on a chair, but that sajda has to be avoided. The third thing, as far as the incision and the activity is concerned, is that you should not put any pressure on the chest. Like for example, when you're getting down, we tend to press our arms down on the floor and get up. So it's better to avoid sitting on the floor for the first 6 weeks, and don't bend forwards. Now, this is the most important things you should not do. Now, what are the things you should do? Now, once you're discharged, I'm sure before discharge, you would have walked around in your room, gone to the bathroom, or taken small walks in the corridors or the hallways of the hospital. You should continue that. The more activity you do, the more your lungs open up, the more faster you will recover. But remember one thing, your body is always telling you how it is feeling. So if you feel tired at any point, if you feel exhausted, if you feel breathless, just stop. But I would encourage you to walk as much as possible without feeling too tired, and slowly keep increasing this activity day by day. There is no restriction in going out of the house or going to your terrace if you stay in an apartment, or in a compound of your apartment complex, or go to a nearby park, whatever suits you fine. But there is no restriction in going out of the house. Please walk around as much as possible. Try to keep increasing it day by day. You start with 5-10 minutes a day, maybe 2-3 times a day, then increase it to 15-20 minutes a day. Then once you get to half an hour, 45 minutes, try it. Our goal should be to reach 1 hour of walking every day. Maybe at a slow pace in the initial days, and then slowly, once you have achieved the 1 hour, you may start walking a little faster. There are certain exercises also we will teach you how to do them at home, which will help you in your faster recovery. I will ask my physiotherapist in a separate video to guide you as to what are the exercises you should be doing and you should not be doing. Now, there are questions that people will ask. My house is on the first floor, can I climb the stairs? Certainly you can, but if you are on the 3rd floor and you are feeling tired, my suggestion is climb 1 step at a time. And when there is a landing and you're feeling tired, please rest for whatever few seconds or a minute or so till you catch your breath, and then go ahead. You are certainly most welcome to go in cars as long as you're not driving. So as long as you're not driving, for the first 6 weeks. You're welcome to go in a car. But if you're going on a long ride, let's say you have to travel from Bangalore to say Chennai or Hyderabad, which is 4-5 hours, I would recommend that you stop the car every 2-3 hours. Make a small walk, maybe have a cup of tea, coffee, and then proceed along your journey. Don't take extended periods of sitting, like say more than 2.5 hours, because sometimes there may be blood clots that may form in the legs immediately after surgery and things like that. So it's better to take small breaks, relax yourself every now and then, and don't hurry to your destination. Take it leisurely and go. The other question is about can I take a plane? Certainly, you can take a plane. Most patients are in a position to take a plane ride. However, I would think that it is better that you consult your doctor whether you are fit for a plane travel. And immediately after surgery, there are certain airlines that require a certificate that certifies that you are fit for air travel. So remember, and if you are planning to travel by air immediately after surgery, remember to take a certificate from your doctor.